Hello children of class 2, welcome to this week's video on computers. Today we will complete revising chapter 3 input and output devices. In the last 2 weeks I revised about input devices like keyboard and mouse and output devices like monitor, printer and speaker. Today I will be revising about storage devices like CD, DVD, hard disk and pendrive. Now, do you know your father's name? Do you know who is the Prime Minister of India? Do you know who is the principal of our school? Do you know the table of 2? Do you know the opposite of clever? Yes, I'm sure you know all these things. And where do you store all this information? In your stomach? In your heart? No. You store them in your brain. Now, a computer also has a lot of programs like Paint, WordPad, games like PUBG and Facebook. Now, where does the computer store them? Does it store them in the input devices like keyboard and mouse? No. Does it store them in the output devices like monitor or printer? No. Where does the computer store them or keep them? They keep them in the or store them in the storage devices. There are a lot of storage devices. We will talk about only a few of them. That is the hard disk, the CD or DVD, the pendrive, so on. Hard disk. The hard disk is like a rectangular box. This picture shows it is just like a rectangular box. In fact, if you look at it from its size, it looks like a small tiffin box. It is fixed inside the CPU cabinet, so you cannot normally see it. Just like you cannot see your brain or anybody's brain, so the CPU also, the hard disk also, the hard disk also is fixed inside the CPU box and you cannot see it. And third thing, it stores a huge amount of data. Okay, that means can store a lots and lots of programs. So let's explain that things in easier terms. Like you know that in your pen drive you can store movies. In a CD you can store movies. Well, in your hard disk also you can store movies, but not one or two. You can easily store 100 movies in your hard disk. Okay, 100 full-length movies can be stored in your hard disk, and still there will be a lot of space left. So every computer today, almost every computer has a hard disk inside it. And one more thing is that the amount of things that can be stored, what in good terms is called storage capacity, won't use such big words, I'll say the amount of things that can be stored is improving with each hard disk. If yesterday's hard disk could store so much, this year's hard disk, the new ones that are coming out, can store more data, and more data, more movies, more programs. Okay. CD, DVD. Now CD and DVD is not one thing. CD is something and DVD is something. They are both round in shape. Okay. Now the third point is a DVD can store more than a CD. They can store a good amount of data. Well, not much compared to hard disk. Nothing can store as much as a hard disk. A DVD can store a few movies. A CD can store only half a movie. Okay. Now the use of CDs and DVDs have becoming little less and less. One problem about a CD DVD is that, or a DVD is, you need something called a CD drive or a DVD drive to use a CD. Your computer must have a CD drive or DVD drive if you want to use a CD. Now, right after this, I'll show you one small video in which I'll show you my laptop. My laptop also has a DVD drive, and I will show you how you can insert a CD. No, it's not a CD, it's a DVD in a DVD drive, and how you can use the program stored there. And after using the program, how you can take the DVD out of the DVD drive. One more thing, if you have a CD drive in your computer, you can't put a DVD in it. If you have a DVD drive, you can put a CD inside it. Now I will show you how you can use a CD or a DVD. In my hand I have one CD. This CD contains some songs. Now to listen to these songs, I will have to first insert my CD in the CD drive. Now let's see how I can do that. First I have to see where is my CD drive. This is my laptop. Now here in this side is the CD drive. This long bar is the CD drive, and here there is one button which I will press. The green button glows and the CD drive opens. And now I will take my CD and I'll put it in. And then I have to push it in, and now my CD is now ready to play. Sometimes the CD plays by itself. Sometimes you have to go to something like this PC and go to DVD read-write drive. And it starts playing. Lovely song, but we'll listen to it some other time. Now let us learn how to take the CD out of the CD drive. Now this is the icon, DVD read write. I will press the right button of my mouse, and in this the menu is there, eject. See what happens. I am going to click on eject. 1, 2, 3, and the CD drive opens, and then I can take out my CD. Pendrive. Now a pendrive can store more than a CD. Also, as I'll show you in a small video afterwards, it's very easy to put a pendrive into your computer. Okay, you don't need a CD drive or DVD drive or any other drive to use a pendrive. So a pendrive is much easier to use. It's very small in size. It is can be easily carried anywhere. Now, the main use of the pendrive is to copy things from one computer to another. I have something in my computer. I want to give it to you. Well, one way to do is to send it by WhatsApp. But there is a limit to the size of things you can send. You can't send very big files in WhatsApp. So if you have a big file which you want to send to somebody else, the best thing to do is from your laptop or desktop or from your smartphone, you copy it to a pen drive and then take that pen drive to the other device, to another laptop, another computer, another CD, another desktop or laptop or smartphone, and copy it. Okay. Of course, smartphone to smartphone, you have other ways of copying. You won't copy from smartphone to smartphone. There are also a lot of ways, other ways. There's Bluetooth and other things, but and I suppose some of you certainly know about those things, but Mostly, if you want to copy from one computer to another computer, especially from one desktop computer to another desktop computer, you usually can't WhatsApp. It is not possible to use Zender. Bluetooth also may not work. So the best way to copy from one desktop computer to another is with the help of a pen drive. Now watch a small video in which I'll show you how you will fix a pen drive to your computer and then copy something to that pen drive from your computer, and then how to take the pen drive out of your computer. In my hand I have a pen drive. Okay. Now I will show you how to use this pen drive. Now pen drives are inserted in something called USB slots. In my laptop, these two slots, these are called USB slots. So I will take my pen drive and I will just push it in and it is fixed. And now on my screen the USB window opens. There are some files and folders in it. Now you learned that a pen drive is used to copy things from your computer. Now here on my laptop I have this video called printer 1. Now I'm going to copy this to my pen drive. How do I do it? There are many ways of doing it and you will study about them later on in some other class. But let me show you a very simple way of copying. Just take your mouse pointer over whatever you want to copy, press the left button and drag. That way you draw a circle in Paint, that way you drag and drag it here. When it is reached inside this area, anywhere in this area, see my mouse, my finger is pressed. I will now let my finger go and my video has been copied. It is still here and it is here as well. Okay, that is how a pen drive works. Now to take out my pen drive, I may simply catch it and pull it out, but that is not the proper way. The proper way is I have to go to this and go here and click, and then click on this. See, there is a symbol of a pen drive. I will click here and then I will click on eject mass storage, and now this message comes, safe to remove hardware, and now I can pull out my pen drive. So children, with that I come to end of this week's video. Today and for the last few weeks we have been revising lesson number 3, input and output devices. This is also the portion for your assessment test, which will begin from August 1st. Now next week I'll be revising the last chapter, that is chapter number, chapter 4 I suppose, mouse, the chapter on mouse. Okay, so next week we'll discuss, revise chapter 4.